Alright, what's going on, you guys? So as you read by the title, today's video is going to be how to cut your own hair. It's going to be a tapered haircut, so let's get right into it. Alright, so before we get on with the video, if you could do me a favor and hit that like button for me, it would really help me out. If you would like to subscribe, go ahead and do that as well. So first things first, we're going to take a comb and you're just going to comb out your hair. Then you're going to choose a guard that you'd like the longest hair on the side of your head to be. I chose a number 2. You can choose a number 1. If you have thinner hair, you can choose a number 3. I feel like a number 2 is a good starting base for most people, so that's what I went with. And you're just going to go all around the head in an upward motion. You're going to try to flick a little bit at the top of the head right before you reach the parietal ridge. The parietal ridge is the area around the head where the head starts to curve. So after that, you're going to make a blunt line where you'd like your taper to start. The higher you go, the tighter the fade's going to be. The lower you go, the easier it's going to be. So you're going to do that on both sides, and you're going to make sure it's symmetrical. Symmetry is key in a haircut, you guys. So I'm going to take a 1.5. I have a metal guard, but you can use a plastic guard, and you're going to go up into the number 2, flicking outwards once you get to the number 2. So it's almost going to fade. It's almost going to be faded already. As you can see, there's not really a harsh line, and you're going to do that on both sides. Again, symmetry is key. Alright, so now what you guys are going to do is you're going to take your clipper with your lever open, and you're going to go right in between the 1.5 and the 0 with the same flicking motion. And you're going to do that on both sides. After that, you're going to go below your first guideline, which is the 0, and you're going to shave it all up. Then what you can do is you can take your trimmer and go in between the shaver and the 0 to just fade that out a little more. Alright, so what I like to do is I like to open the clipper and close it just a little bit and go right under where I made the third guideline with the clipper open. Then I close the clipper and open it just a little bit, and I go right above where I made my second guideline with the clipper closed. Then open it just a little more and hit right above that. Then I'm just going to brush it a little bit and just check in the mirror, make sure everything's looking good. And with my trimmer, I'm just going to go ahead and detail some areas that look still too dark for the bottom of the taper. And as you can see, I'm using the corner of the clipper to avoid making any more lines. So now take the half guard and open it all the way and go right below the guideline you made with the 1.5. And you're going to see, you're going to use not that motion, but this motion right here. You see, I'm using my corners to avoid making any more lines. And that's really the biggest thing with the haircut. You do not want to make any more lines. You're going to close the clipper and open it just a little bit. I usually use the reference point of the clipper right where I showed you right now, and I go and hit it. Then I open it a little more and go just above that. Alright, now I'm going to take my number 2, and if you don't have a number 2 metal, you can use a number 1 and just open the lever halfway. So now what you're going to do is you're pretty much just going to hit the area in between the 1.5 and the 2. So you see that area right in between. So you're just going to hit it a little bit, and by hit I mean you're just going to go in with your corners kind of and just barely tap that area, and it'll just fade it out a little more. Alright, now I'm just going to edge up the haircut, and when I go around the ear, I like to do it in 2 parts. So this is the first part right here, just going around the ear, and you're going to do it on both sides. Alright, so now for the back. You're going to close your clipper and you're going to create a blunt line across the neck just like that. Then what you're going to do, you're going to open your clipper and you're going to create a second guideline. It should look something like that. And now you're going to close your clipper and just fade right under that, close it even more and fade right under that, and then close it even more and fade right under that until the clipper is all the way closed. Alright, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my trimmer and I'm just going to trim up the peach fuzz that's below that, just so my shaver can actually catch all the hair. Alright, now I'm going to take my shaver and I'm going to shave my neck. Alright, now I'm going to take my 1.5 guard. You can use your plastic guard, and you're going to use this scooping motion, trying not to create any harsh lines. So as you can see, I'm scooping out and going up about 1/2 inch. Then you're going to take your half guard open, and you're gonna go right below the 1.5. Same scooping motion. You're gonna close a little bit and go right below the half guard, and you're gonna close it a little more, and you're gonna go right under that. And you should go right above your half guard closed guideline. And now you're gonna take your trimmer and you're gonna start edging it up. As you can see, I'm using this motion right here. I find it's the best for myself for creating a straight line. If not, you can use this motion. It works as well. And that same almost scooping motion around the ear, I feel like works best for creating that smooth curve. And we're gonna do the same thing on the other side. And you can see I kind of just push my ear to go around. Now for the last step, this is optional. I'm using a straight razor to finish off the haircut. I feel like it makes the haircut pop just that much more. Going against the grain, kind of edging it up a little more. Now I like that kind of sharp edge up. I know some people like the more natural one. I don't think I push it in too much, but it is a little more prominent. Do both sides. And right here I'm doing the back of the neck. You gotta be a little more careful with that, just so you don't cut yourself. Nice, smooth. And there you go. So now here's the before and after. Man, now that I look at the before, I'm like, dude, how did I let myself get there? But nice and fresh again, right after the shower. Alright you guys, so now that's the end of the video. If you guys made it to the end, please make sure to hit that like button. I mean, come on, you made it through the whole video, might as well. But if you guys want to subscribe also, you can go ahead and subscribe right now. And yeah, just stay tuned for the next video. Thank you guys for watching.